One of the things that we keep hearing or we keep seeing on social media is people always ask, well, who's the best? Who's the best one for shops? Who's the best for tires? Who's the best for XYZ? And it's kind of been, a thing for we kind of wanted to digest. So, what how do you decide who's the best? We're never going to say we're the best. Our customers are going to have to say that. Um, we're a pretty humble bunch of guys, and we're going to do our best. And that's up for the market to decide, are we the best at what we do or not? That's not for us to decide. If I have to tell you how great I am, I'm not very good at it. I mean, I've never met a lion that had to tell you it was a lion. I mean, you just know. So what we do will speak for ourselves. And, I don't know. I mean,
Everybody's version of what's best is different too. So I mean, sometimes you have to ask yourself what's best for me. Like maybe this other shop has something that we don't, or we have something that they don't, and you just have to figure out what's best for everybody involved, and just kind of go from there, I guess.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I mean, do what the customer wants. If they want to come in and put pink wheels on their blue side by side, yeah,
Not
let's
that
do it.
there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with it, not at all. But if that's what they want to do, we'll let them do it. I'm not going to talk you out of doing something that you want to do.
I guess, what I feel that I could comfortably say is I don't think anybody's more passionate about this than us. It's 9 o'clock at night. Brad's been here since probably 7 a.m. We're still doing this. We're still working on side by sides. We're trying to get ready to go to events. And we're not taking trailer princesses out. Like, Brad's shit's probably gonna end up upside down in the next 7 days.
Pretty good chance of it.
Like,
We can arrange that.
that's going to happen. I mean, if I let Steve drive something of mine, it's probably going to end up broke. I mean,
One time.
that's just kind of how it is. But, it's,
But we're out driving our stuff.
yeah, we're out running it and we're getting muddy and we're getting muddy and we're doing it. Like, we eat, sleep, and breathe this. This is our thing. This is what we do. Our vacations are where we riding at. Who we riding with. What's that going to be? I think that probably one of the best analogies I've ever heard of, if you're trying to make a decision on a side-by-side shop, do you want the first? Well, first isn't necessarily the best if you look at long-term, if a company's, whether it's computers or anything else, or, who's the biggest? Well, McDonald's gets voted the best hamburger in America every year. Pretty confident to say they don't have the best hamburger. But there's enough people out there that just say it, so it must be true, right? That's kind of how the side-by-side market goes. Just because there's a bunch of people screaming at the top of their lungs doesn't mean they're right. It just means there's more of them.
A lot of people are content and happy with good enough is good enough, and that's good enough is not good enough. It needs to be right.
Yeah,
You're gonna do it right.
we're pretty big on doing the best we can, and if for some reason we fall short of that, then we make it right. We want to make sure that we keep it as good as we possibly can. I mean, what I can say is this: we are never going to have a legion of people screaming, "We're the best! Come to Third Coast," especially people that don't even have side by sides. Like, if people understood how much of that's going on, that people are chiming in that don't even own a side by side, and I vote for this company. Like, that's crazy. And it really dilutes the market. And then people make uninformed decisions. And a lot of times they're unhappy with what they do. I mean, we've had 3 customer units in here this week that already spent the money on valving and spraying their shocks with another company. And now we're redoing them. One of them, I think it's on his 3rd time, right,
Yeah.
Brad?
Yep. They weren't happy with the service and the product from another company, so they came to us and asked what we could do, and we helped them out, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they really like it, which I'm sure they will.
Sure, they will.
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep trying until we get them to where they're 100%. I mean, that's kind of our thing. Is that's what we would expect.
We take the time to make sure that you're happy with what we have to offer, and that at the end of the day, your machine rides the way that you want it to ride and performs the way you want it to perform. And if something's not right, get with us, bring it back in. We're going to make some adjustments. We're going to dial your clutching in, dial your shocks in, whatever you're unhappy with. We're going to make sure that it rides and drives exactly how you want it to. Tailored to your butt, because your butt's in the driver's seat, not ours.
We will never tell you, oh, that's good enough. That's just how it's going to be. We'll be right to how you want it every time. regardless of how long it takes. Pretty fair statement.
Yeah, I
No
think
one's pickier than this motherfucker right
that's
here.
right. I am probably the most anal ass person in the world for stuff, and sometimes that bites me in the ass. But my shit's always usually faster than everybody else's, and I usually beat everybody. So, I mean, that's just part of the game, I suppose. You know, we're looking forward to getting out to more customer events and being able to interact with guys more and just help people with their stuff. I mean, that's what this is all about. We want to see this community continue to grow. You know, I would love to see a day where it gets to where we can just drive these on the road here. You know, you don't have to jump through any hoops. You know, we've seen it down south. It works pretty good, and it's not a lot of problems. And you know, especially I think for the state of Michigan,
that'd be.
we need to develop this because snowmobiling's taking a hit, and you've got all these businesses that are dependent on snowmobiling. It's kind of going away, and I feel that side by sides can fill that void with these businesses and help the economy here. So I really want to see this continue to grow and continue to support some of these northern businesses that really need the business from customers coming up.
They rely on 2 or 3 months of good snow, and if we have a couple of warm winters like we've had, these businesses are struggling. All these restaurants and inns and all these little shops and stuff like that, they need those snowmobiles, and they're just not there. But you can drive this 9 months out of the year, so maybe it's time, you know, the DNR starts reallocating some trail use and stuff like that, and I think this could definitely replace a lot of
I think it's the future.
snowmobile structure in northern Michigan.
Hopefully the politicians are a little bit smart with some of this stuff and continue to accommodate it and continue to allow it to expand. Because I mean, there's a lot of opportunity. This is a beautiful state. I mean, the trails are
There's all kinds of
gorgeous.
stuff to see in UP.
There's all kinds of stuff to go see. I mean, we've got various terrains here. It's not flat like some states are. So there's definitely some opportunities here, you know, to do that. So
Tourism opportunities and stuff too.
right, and you look at, you know, you can have dune riding, or you can be primarily trail, or you can do a mix. I mean, that's kind of what's unique to this area. You know, you think about like the guys out west in Arizona. I mean, all they can really do is dudes. I mean, that's their thing. You know, we have, you know, heavy woods to, you know, the wide open space that Silver Lake is. So I mean, there's a lot of options there.
There's a handful of off-road parks in the area too.
Yeah. Oh, then
Hollyoak,
couple-hour drive, you know,
Drummond Island, Turtle Creek, not Turtle Creek, Turtle Island, or whatever the hell it's called. Turtle something.
that other place.
Yeah, on Drummond Island. I forget the name of it, but it's cool.
You know, so I think that helps us have a little bit more perspective on this because we're not one-dimensional as a company. You know, we're not just dunes and that's it. You know, trailer princesses. That's not our thing. Like, we're gonna go back to Windrock and go rock climbing. Like, that's awesome riding. You
That
know,
is probably my favorite part of riding.
Yeah,
That's probably my favorite styles. Rock crawling. Not so much being on the roof, but
yeah. That part does suck, but you're pretty good at
I am pretty good at it.
it.
Well versed in
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
sticky side up now.
You know, to me, rock crawling that's almost like being in the big leagues. You're like, once you've played in there, it's hard to go back down after you've had, you know, really been at the limits of what the machine will do.
Going fast has its place, and that's fun. And the adrenaline rush of going fast is cool too. But I mean, like technical stuff is just it gets your brain working. There's strategy behind it. It's not just hold on and floor it and see how fast you can go. Like you have to plan like 9 moves ahead, looking all the way up the hill, making sure that you're
Not going to go off the side.
go off the side or get
400
stuck
foot
up
down.
against a tree somewhere and just have to winch yourself back down or whatever.
That happens too.
Yeah, sometimes all the planning in the world is.
Yeah.
So you're new
Been
to
on
the
the
side-by-side world, and you've got questions. Whether it's, you know, what kind of machine do I want? What kind of accessories do I want to add? Check out our video library. We're starting to get a pretty comprehensive selection of stuff for you to look at. You know, we've done videos on what to look for buying. A lot of people are going to be selling and buying this fall. You know, we've got some guides out there to kind of help you pick out the right fit for what you're trying to do. You know, and I encourage you to spend some time getting to know us as a company and see if we're the right fit for you. I mean, we're doing the absolute best we can for our customers, and we would love to have you for a customer. I mean, we'll take as many people as we can get, you know, flying our flag. We'll do our best to make sure that they have the best possible experience they can with their side-by-side. Because, I mean, let's be frank, most of us don't have a lot of free time. and we don't have free time to have problems. I mean,
Yeah, and if you have a bad experience, I mean, it just might turn you off from the whole sport in general. You go to Bob's ATV store down the road and you got to wait 3 months to get in, and then, you know, if something goes sideways or you got a leak or whatever, and they're like, oh, sorry, get to the end of the line and don't take care of you. You got a sour taste in your mouth, and you're just like, screw these stupid things. I'm done. I'm going back to watching football and drinking beer in the backyard, you know? We don't want anybody to have a bad time
Well, I
with
mean-
a good time. So,
you've technically lost two sumps. I mean,
yeah.
that kind of gets back to how we got started as a company. Is Steve had his machine in another place and they couldn't figure out a side by side, and that was what, a whole summer you lost.
Yeah, it was literally the entire summer of the thing just running like shit and not performing, and nobody could figure it out. And then, oh yeah, it's fixed. Here's your machine back. No, it's not. And I lost a whole summer putting around the trails on the thing because that's all it would do.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of had enough and said, well, let's just take a weekend and figure this thing out. And we did. And we fixed it. And we're like, wow, there's a hole in this industry for sure.
Yeah, I mean, all of us come from the car world. We're all car guys,
Except for that guy.
except for that guy.
Fucking Harley
After all,
rider.
Hurley.
Dog pipe save lives. Can you hear me now?
Going
What
like
they do.
5 miles an hour with it wide open. Yeah, no, I'm not into that.
Sorry, sorry, Harley guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Hurt feelings. Sorry. But yeah, we come from the automotive world, so we understand how all this stuff works. It's just, you know, every industry is a little bit different. Bolts are a little bit different than cars are, a little bit different than small engines on a lawnmower. So we adapted to this pretty fast. I mean, because all the rules still apply. Diagnosing one of these with a misfire and getting the data, if you're able to test the components and stuff, that stuff's the same regardless of what it is. So this is a pretty easy transition. I mean, I come from drag racing, snowmobile drag racing, you know, all that type of stuff. So this was really easy for me to transition into it. I mean, Steve's got an awesome, you know, resume on the car side.
I've been around for a while. I've worked in the performance aftermarket for cars for the last 16 years, so I'm well versed in how modifying stuff works and how the whole industry around that just kind of works, I guess.
Well, and you got a good feel for how it
Yeah.
should be.
Yeah, exactly. I know how it should be and how a customer should feel at the end of the day and how they should be treated and all that, you know, words are hard sometimes, but
Yeah. Well, I
it's
mean,
9 o'clock at night. We've all
It's
been
9
going
o'clock
since
at night. I
6
mean,
o'clock
we've
this
been-
morning, so
yeah, I mean,
words be hard.
yeah, I mean, and Brad's worked on cars his whole life. Me and Brad worked at a dealership when we were youngins. I mean, it's,
15 years ago, probably, or better.
yeah, 20.
20.
Yeah.
Right out of high school.
Don't
So
say that out
20+
loud.
years
It makes
ago.
us sound old.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, that's all I've ever known, all I've ever done. So
yeah. I mean, the cool difference for this is we're excited to get up and to do this every day. Like, that's been cool. You know, once Brad came on board, he enjoys doing this every day. I mean, you tell. I don't.
I love it. I still enjoy working on cars, but these I think these are more fun. You get done with it, you got something cool. You know what I mean? You got
You don't have Sally's little Camry
Yeah,
fixed out in the parking lot. Like,
you're
who gives a shit?
not putting brakes in grandma's Buick. You know, you're putting new shocks on, you're bumping the horsepower, you're putting seatbelts in, lights, whips, stereo, all that.
Doing wheelies in the parking lot. You know,
wheelies
whatever.
in the parking lot. Which is a cool video out there of that too. Check it
Landing
out.
on your roof occasionally.
Yeah, not out here. Maybe.
Not yet.
Could happen.
Yet.
Stay tuned.
Yes. Yeah, stay tuned. Coming next season.
Yeah, that's probably the most rewarding thing is to you know, like the customers that have all the clutching issues, to hand them their keys back and they're thrilled. You know, you get that message the next day when they go out and ride and they're like, dude, this is the best it's ever done. I've never had it feel this good. You know, the problems are gone. I mean, especially if they've had multiple parts thrown at it and other shops and other things. We've had that on the alignment side. You know, customers that took their cars to every dealer in town to do an alignment, none of them got it right. We set it up, good to go, and they're thrilled. They're like, it's never driven so well. So, I mean, that's really rewarding for us to have that happen, you know, when we get that feedback from customers, because, I mean, that's what we're doing this for. So, I mean, that's what really gets us out of bed every day is that end result where people are thrilled and we know they're out there with their family making memories with it. I mean, how much more fun can you have than that?
I'll add to that. I usually have the cell phone to the shop on me on the weekends. I've had customers text me noon on Saturday. Hey, this ain't right. This clutching ain't right. What's going on? Hey, take a weight out here, add a weight here, do this, do that. And everybody seems to like that, you know? Not that I'm going to do it all the time, but yeah, it does happen.
Everybody call Brad.
Yeah. Super scalable plan.
Yeah, super scalable. But yeah, if there is an issue and you do text on a weekend, if we're
If
around,
there's some sort of emergency, one of us will
figure it
get
out.
back with you.
Basically, kind of the conclusion of our little side-by-side chat.
Chat.
Fire side by side chat.
Now I'm just confused.
Sure.
That works.
I know it's hotter than hell.
It is very hot in here.
You know, if you're looking, you're new to this industry, you're looking for a shop, or maybe you just need parts, you know, look us up. I mean, we're a dealer for almost everything.
Yeah.
You know, why would you buy it from us versus, let's say, like straight from Super ATV? Well, you're going to get the same price, but then you get us on top of that. And what I mean by that is we're going to give you feedback. Hey, set this up this way when you go to put it on, you end up with a better result. Or, hey, you know, if you want to have this thing powder coated, buy it in this color or buy it this way. And then here's our guy that we use and send your stuff out. You'll be happy with what you end up with.
Or if you find yourself in a warranty situation or something like that, you bought it from us. We deal with the warranty.
gonna say.
Drop it off.
Drop it
get
off,
ahold
we'll
us,
call
mail
our
it to us,
guy and-
whatever. We'll call the guy. We'll take care of it. You don't have to deal with anything.
Yeah, I mean, our vendors understand that we know what we're doing. So if we tell them, hey, this thing's bad, the conversation is, okay, we'll send you a note. You know, it's not, well, do this, then this,
Yeah, they-
stand on your head.
If you call Super ATV up or whatever, you know, and tell them you got a broken part, they're going to, like he just said, spin in a circle, stand on your head. Are you sure you're not an idiot? Follow the instructions. Take it off and back on 42 times. And one of us calls them. They're just like, yep, they say it's bad. It's bad. New one's in the mail. Here you go. Simple as that.
Yeah, so keep in mind, we do sales throughout the year too on that stuff. So again, anything that we're a vendor for, or a dealer for, I should say, we can get the same price that they're selling it for. And we can sell it to you, the end user, for that. And you're able to get it locally, plus you'll get our input, and we'll be able to help you out. There's not a whole lot that we haven't done now. So we've got experience across all the platforms. Pretty much anything you want to do, we've done at least once now. And we're willing to share that information with the customer just to try to make it a little bit easier for you. Or, you know, give you some insight to a part that maybe you didn't have before that maybe guides you, you know, in a different direction. Maybe there's a better fit for what you're trying to do than maybe what your friends thought or maybe what the internet told you.
But the internet's always right.
The internet's always right. I mean,
I read that on the internet just today.
that's correct.
my buddy said,
Yeah.
Yeah. My engineering buddy.
yeah,
Everybody's always got the head number 2 lead engineer at some place that
thinks I know everything.
can't change a spark plug, but man, they're the master of the universe on your build. Yes, that is a thing. So, anyways, we'll try to do these more often. If you guys got questions or something you'd like us to chat about on camera, hit us up. You know, we're usually here all together at least once a week.